Greetings, beloved ones. One day, I embarked on another journey into the higher dimensions. This time, I chose a rather unusual path through the upper chakras. As I ascended, I suddenly noticed a blockage obstructing my way. It was so high up that I had never noticed it before, neither in meditations nor during energetic cleansings. I tried to remove it, but I couldn't. Neither could I dissolve it nor banish it through sheer willpower. The only thing I managed was to slightly expand my light channel to step through. But the question remained, what was this blockage, and why was it there? On closer inspection, I realized it was a hard, black, glossy, and artificial-looking stone. Then I saw that this stone was merely the tip of something much larger. Gradually, a gigantic pyramid revealed itself before me, its end nowhere in sight. It was black, yet it reflected light so intensely that it almost appeared like a sun. However, it generated no light of its own. It only gathered and reflected it, creating a perfect illusion. It felt cold and gave me an uneasy feeling. Despite my discomfort, my curiosity grew. I asked the being that seemed to be connected to the pyramid, "Who are you?" The answer came immediately. "I am a creator. I possess absolute power. I am the absolute." Confused, I asked further, "Why are you blocking my light channel?" It replied, "We do not allow anyone to disrupt our plans. We have invested too much and will not permit any interference." These words filled me with both fear and an unbreakable determination. I did not understand how I could be a threat to their plans. As I delved deeper into their energy, I felt an intoxicating power that reminded me of earthly experiences. To my surprise, it was alluring, almost addictive. I realized that the energy of these beings came from humans on Earth, from all those who were oppressed and served as energy sources. These creators had no pity, no compassion, no remorse. It seemed as if karmic laws applied only to humans, but not to these dark creators. I asked, "Why are you so evil?" The answer was unexpected. "We are not evil." And indeed, I felt no guilt in them. They simply felt powerful. I began to understand how they had come into existence. I saw the beginning of all things, when the first angels separated from the source. Through uncontrolled experiments and games, they eventually became what they are today. These games turned into wars, and both sides were convinced they were in the right. Does this not sound familiar? I continued my journey and reached the higher realms once again. There, I saw a vast sun whose light was infinitely bright and pure. It was infused with love and filled me with complete freedom and peace. Suddenly, I found myself back at the Black Pyramid. By now, it had withdrawn from my light channel, yet I sensed that it would not leave me alone. I felt small and powerless against it. In my despair, I called for help, not just for myself, but for all beings who had been corrupted by this power against their will. I asked for help for the highest good of all. Suddenly, a gigantic being of light emerged from the primordial sun. It flew toward the Black Pyramid, lifted it up, and let it fall into the source. To my surprise, it was received with joy. The source appeared like a loving mother or father welcoming its lost child. Their union resembled an eternal dance of joy until the pyramid vanished into the source. After what felt like an eternity, however, it shot back out, no longer black, but glowing dark red. It seemed purified, yet still formidable. But I felt that something within me and around me had become lighter. My inner voice urged me to explore the concept of war. I realized the moment we enter a state of war, the light within us shatters. In doing so, we create and nourish the black pyramids. We are not only victims, but also perpetrators. War does not begin with weapons. It begins with judgment and separation in our thoughts. Love is not suppressed. It is transformed into negative emotions and actions. This realization shook me deeply. This is why there is never a justification for war. If the source itself were to judge or punish, the consequences would be devastating. But it does not judge. It only loves unconditionally. With every judgment, we sink deeper into duality and strengthen the matrix. But we can break this cycle by diving into our hearts, cultivating gratitude and love. Healing then happens almost automatically. We may ask for guidance and healing, and we will receive it, whether we consciously perceive it or not. We should stop fighting evil and avoid focusing solely on the negative. If we attempt to heal or purify it without aligning ourselves with love, we will lose sight of it more and more. The true solution lies in consistently integrating ourselves into divine order. If we follow our hearts, our lives will fundamentally change. We will experience a more loving world, attract people who support us on our path, and let go of those who no longer align with us. It requires some discipline, patience, perseverance, and above all, trust in divine order. But if we walk this path, we will once again be able to enjoy life in its fullest abundance. So, my dear ones, I wish you all the best. Light healer, we have said the greatest wealth on your planet is consciousness, and you have it. You are the wealthiest on this planet because you know that your power is love and light and consciousness and awareness and energy, your own. Are you living in the knowing that you possess the greatest wealth on this planet? Are you living from the perspective of this is the greatest privilege in all of the universe, and you have the greatest wealth that this planet can possess, that humanity can possess? You have consciousness, you have awareness, you have realization and enlightenment, all here for your choosing, which then means peace and harmony and joy and love and abundance and well-being and freedom and creativity. You have it all. Are you living in this knowing of your own power, that you are creator within your own creation? Or are you getting triggered and lost and distracted in the realities that others are choosing because they have the free will to create their reality too, but it has no bearing on you unless you give them the power to create in your reality? You get to choose who you create with. You get to choose who you co-create with. And are you including infinite intelligence and the divine symphony of perfection in your co-creation? You get to choose. And while we have said, once you remember who you are and the power that you have, and you come into the realization and integration of every part of you, we have said, game over. We stand corrected by the wise master that you are. That said, oh, game on, game on. Now I get to play the game because it's fun. Now I get to play the game because it's fun. Because it's fun to create your reality. It's fun to sit in the energy of absolutely nothing could make me any happier than I am now, and say, and I'm going to experience this, and I'm going to experience that, and it's all here, and it's all now, and it's all part of my force field of consciousness. And You're excited because it's fun. It's fun to be in the energy and the knowing of, I know who I am, therefore it is. I know who I am, therefore it is. Isn't it fun? Isn't it fun? And how fun does it become when your perspective is now that you are of the wealthiest beings on this planet because you have the greatest wealth and power, consciousness, awareness, energy, light, love. You have it all. You have it all. You have it all. To create the reality you choose, to create your heaven on earth, to create your new earth, better said, to witness all that you have created, all that you are, and all that is here for you. This is a grand adventure, an epic ride, a great privilege. It's all here for you. You have it all. And as you continue to allow and receive more and more of all that you are and the power that you have, you're going to see tremendous momentum. You're going to see big things coming into your reality as opportunities, as things that surprise you and excite you and delight you, as windfalls and miracles and the most magical moments. But you drew it all to you. You are co-creating with infinite intelligence and the divine symphony of perfection. You know your power, and you know that it is love and light and consciousness and awareness and energy. You know you possess an infinite, endless amount of the greatest wealth on your planet, and that is your consciousness. You have it all, and when you allow it, when you fully receive it and celebrate what you have, you're going to see tremendous momentum, really big things that reflect to you the quantum leap that you have taken into an existence where you are thriving. And as we have said, we don't have to tell you to go help and go serve. It's who you are. It's who you are. As you continue to expand all the ways that you are thriving, you're going to desire to continue to expand all the ways that you help and serve. It's who you are. We can remind you that there is a reality where humanity and the animals and the earth are all thriving. But we don't have to suggest that you want it because you want it. It's who you are. It's why you're here. It's encoded in every cell of your being, your great love for humanity and the animals and the planet, and to see all beings living in harmony and thriving. It's who you are. It's encoded in every cell of your being, but you must first embody it for yourself.